Hey guys, Luke here again, but this time I got a new camera person, I suppose I should say. Cassie, you want to say hi? Yeah, Cassie just started this week, and so I figured I'd give Lester a break because, well, I mean, the little fella needs as much energy as he can get. Anyway, moving on to what we got going this week. We got a ton of stuff as usual, so we're just going to jump right into it. First, if you take a gander, this one right here, we got a ton of vehicles in. By my count, we're at 4 vehicles and another 4 trailers, so that's 8 things, each with at least 4 wheels. Lots of stuff. In order, we got a 1995 Mercedes S500, a 2010 Dodge 3500, a 2016 Ford F-150, and a 2012 Mercedes C250. There's also a GMC Terrain out there, isn't there? So that's 5. Probably should have counted that before we started streaming, but here we are. But that's not all. Of course, we got trailers. We got a 2016 Eclipse, a 2015 Forest River, a 2013 Wildcat, and a 2010 or 13 Gulfstream. That's why you gotta check the emails I send out, because honestly, but it's late in the day for me. We've been working. I mean, you see the amount of stuff. By the time we get here, it's just bonkers if we get anything, out of my mouth. But that's not all. Cassie right now is walking around the show floor showing you some of the stuff we've been setting up all this week. We got tons of furniture in, again, as if that's a surprise at this point. Tons of decor, a bunch of really neat antique stuff too that I'm actually really into. We got dining tables, we got sofa sets, we got sectionals, we got like old-timey wooden cabinets with like the fancy finish they used to put on, but that's not all actually. We got some summer decor, some patio furniture, if you will. Tons of that actually. We got a bunch of like garden stuff, like the big potters. If you look in the gallery that we just put out, there's this like garden section, and you probably look through and you get to that point and you're like, oh, they mistakenly put a bunch of teapots in here. No, they're giant teapots that you put plants in. So like, I mean, Mother's Day is right around the corner. If you're looking to knock some of that shopping off your list, and maybe, she opens it and she's like, oh my god, you shouldn't have. And then, you never tell her how much you actually spent on it because, you're a good son, and she doesn't need to know. She doesn't need to know how cheap I am. Unless she watches this, in which case, I'm sorry, Mother. Anyway, but that's not all. We have, of course, a ton of pop culture and antique stuff in, actually. We got, just on the other end of the show floor over... Oh my god, yeah. You're a big fan of those, huh? They are weirdly cute, that's fair. Just on the other end of the show floor, we got a pump organ, one of those ones you operate with your feet, and it's got like a little accordion kind of pedals on the bottom end. We got a bunch of photocopiers and commercial printers and, tons, just a bananas amount of comic books in this week too, actually. We got 3 graded pieces, which I thought was really cool because this is something I yell at every comic consignor. Get your stuff graded because it's important and because nerds like me will bloody judge you for it. And just like, look at Ernest smiling at me from behind. You are a nerd. You're a nerd. Just a ton of stuff again in this week. Ugh. But I mean, you don't have to be a nerd. You can get both. You can get a little buff because we got a lot of fitness stuff in this week too. We got a chest press, we got dumbbells, we got a treadmill just off. Yep, right there actually. It's kind of a fancy sucker, isn't it? But of course, if you're looking for something a little more for your work, for a little job, starting to get nice out. You can do a little work on the car, do a little, construction. You want to build your own birdhouse. You want to repair the fence that your neighbor accidentally tripped through. Well, we got a bunch of tools. There's hand tools, there's a generator, there's power tools, there's all kinds of stuff. This auction really is just a gigantic grab bag of stuff. There's even one extra category of things that I can't mention on Facebook because they don't like it, and that's fair enough to them. But it's literally like it's within eyesight of me right now, and I can't say what it is, but it's... How far can I go with this without them taking us down? It's bottled. They don't know. Could be shampoo I'm talking about, it. But we also have a ton of mountain bikes in. We ran one last week, and like, can you see them? But hold on. Hold on. It's hard to do this because it's the reverse for me. They're right up here. Like, we just got like a whole bloody line of them. They got the really thick, fat tires that you can basically ride through or over anything with. Yeah, just a ton of stuff going on this weekend. But that's not all. Moving from our Sunday sale off to some of the other stuff we got going on. So this Saturday marks the big one. This is the big one. This is the Reynolds Museum auction. So all that antique stuff we've been promoting for the last little week. I just put out another video for it yesterday. All that's going Saturday, 10 a.m. Saturday. That stuff's all leaving. We got antiques as far back as the 1st century. It's still mind-blowing to me that we that's even in the same building as me right now. Like, I can see it where I'm sitting right here. It's just absolutely insane. But that's not all. I mean, we got a ton of, another thing Facebook doesn't like me saying, antique, does this get the point across? That's what those things, Facebook won't let me say the word. They cut it every time. So, also, WAP. No, there's no good way to say it. We'll just move on from it. But not just that, we got tons of just all kinds of antique Roman stuff and Aztec stuff and stuff from the turn of the century and stuff from the Civil War and it's just the amount of cool stuff in that auction is just off the charts. But it's all leaving Saturday. It's gone. It goes away. It's gone forever. It's toodaloo. I've been outbid on that stuff that I wanted, but it's all right. I'll live. Sadly, but I'll live. Oh, and there's a turtle. There's a turtle. There's a turtle. That's great. It's terrific. But that's not all. Of course, we got our Lethbridge auction running Monday night. Those guys got some really cool stuff. This is the second week of their regular sale, and they've got a food truck. Just a big old Pizza Hut food truck. Comes with all the stuff in it. It's got all the seating for the people. It's got the awning that you sit up and you just set up shop and you sell your pizzas. Or you put some other stuff in there. You could do kebabs. I don't know. And with summer coming around the corner, actually, that's not a bad investment piece, come to think of it. Because you think about it, people are going to be opening in less of a capacity, but they're going to be open way more than they were last summer. So, yeah, no, people are kind of probably going to be pretty bloody eager for that stuff, I bet. Anyway, that stuff is selling. It's not just that, though. It's appliances, it's jewelry, it's coins, it's all kinds of stuff. So make sure you check out what's going on in Lethbridge this weekend, because that sale ends 6 p.m. is when lots start closing this Monday. But that's not all. Speaking of coins, we have another coin auction coming up. That sucker is going to be on May the 8th. I just looked through all the stuff they're loading in there. They'll probably have it up sometime in the next week here. There's banknotes from all over the world. Apparently Hawaii had their own banknotes at one point because we got them in there. There's international stuff. There's Morgan dollars. There's silver dollars. There's stuff that old guys come in and they'll check with their teeth and they'll say that's a good one. And that guy ends May the 8th. But the next day after that, we have our restaurant sale, May the 9th. I just came in and talked to those guys. Jeez, they're just bloody packed. They have this industrial flatbread production line that's got all these Don't be looking at me while I don't know. You're making fun of me while I'm trying to mime what this production line does. But essentially, it's this Turkish bread press. I will have my vengeance. It's this Turkish bread press that just it's an assembly line for flatbreads, and it's just a monster of a thing. But I mean, there's a bunch of combi ovens, and there's mixers that again can fit me. We always test to make sure it can handle at least one standard Luke. And that guy is the 9th. So if you're looking to I don't know, fill a food truck that you bought in Lethbridge with a bunch of stuff you bought here, well, that's about as good an opportunity as any. But that's not all. Look how long these streams are now. Just the amount of sales we have. That's why I have to have my water just off to the side, because it's not. There's not enough human spit that the mouth can produce to say all this stuff. Our collectibles auction, just announced today, just went up. We'll be running that sucker on May the 15th. It's right off, they're just setting it up over there. There's some sports stuff in there, but there's Star Wars, there's Star Trek, there's old Spawn stuff, there's comics, there's toys, there's Stuff from the there's stuff from the 90s I'm seeing there. There's a bit of stuff from the 80s. I think I saw a few Picards, a couple Deanna Troys. Oh man, I am a nerd. Ew. Anyway, that guy is going on the 15th. And then, of course, one last one. I promise. This is the last one, and then I'm going to cut it, and then I'm going to, I don't know, I'm going to go eat a pizza or something, because I'm getting hungry here. The bridal auction, May the 22nd. If you're getting married this summer, if you know someone who is, if you want to, you know, get outfitted, if you just want to feel fancy while you know, eat pizza in your apartment on a Thursday night, well, now's your opportunity to do that, because we got just a bloody ton of dresses, just like at least like 900 lots of just, you know, dresses and guest books and decor for weddings. And so if this summer, if you're getting hitched, well, now's your opportunity to, you know, spend a little extra money on the honeymoon and save a little extra on the ceremony. So make sure you guys are checking out all the auctions. We got, geez, 4 closing up this weekend. We got a ton more coming down the road. It's just getting bigger from here. So, yeah. From the auction fam. We'll catch you guys later. Cassie, do you want to say bye? See you guys.